Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this video. Today, what I really want to go through is basically revealing the number one strategy that helped us grow our business to multiple six figures a month, but also helped us get our start in ecom. And once we figured out this lever to pull, we basically focused all our efforts on executing this correctly, getting better at executing it correctly, and refining how we actually implemented this process. And since the beginning, since that first real validation in this method, this strategy, we've been able to consistently roll it out to build to our first 10K a month, first 20K a month, first 50, first 100. And as I said, now still using this methodology, doing multiple six figures per month. So I really hope you can get some value from this video. So the number one strategy that we know that we've used, we've tried and continue to try many things to market our ecom business, but this is the one that's been truest the entire way through, and I guess stood the test of time amongst changes to algorithms and platforms and other various flash in the pan things that have come and gone. But it is the number one thing that we continue to implement, and that is the use of influencer marketing. Okay. I recently just read a book called Shoe Dog. It's by Phil Knight, the founder of Nike, and it could not be more of a connection with his strategy to build Nike from basically his bedroom to a $100 billion business per year. Now, he started by using celebrities, in this case athletes, to promote his product, to have influence over more and more people that were his target customer. All right. So even back in like the 60s and 70s, this is the first evidence that I've seen. I'm sure there are other examples, between now and then, and even probably before that. But this is something that really sticks out in my mind because I read it recently. That is exactly what has happened all the way through history. There are always and always have been and always will be people of influence. They may just be on different platforms. They may hold a certain form that may change, but there will always be people that we or other people look up to and can have impact on people. So in our case, for example, it started out that there were lots of, I guess, Instagram influencers, you kind of textbook Instagram influencers who were, young and pretty and potentially models, etc. That started off promoting our product, and that got some traction. But as time evolved for us over the last 10 years, we were able to mold our demographic to call it young mums and mums between the ages of 30 to 45. And so now that becomes a really powerful demographic for us. So we shift with trends in the market and what the market is actually telling us of who, I guess, our ideal customer is. And you must be always iterating in this way. And so this is, as I say, proved time and time again that this is the most powerful strategy because algorithms change. We saw that with Facebook last year, just suddenly changed with iOS 14, right? That was Apple enforcing that, but Facebook had to change. We're seeing Google, take out placements in the past, so that there's less advertising available, but more competition. Email marketing is becoming less able to track, but it's this that will stand the test of time. As I say, whether it is on Facebook or Instagram, or whether it is on a TikTok or a platform in the future, this will continue to become the best strategy in marketing that we know of. And so I'm going to go through, the four main reasons why this is the case. All right. So the first one is your audience. You have the ability by using somebody who has an audience that is your target demographic to leverage off of them. All right. Especially when you're starting out or you're still in that infancy, or even when you've got, 100,000 followers on your page. If you are able to get somebody to promote your product, to influence on your product, they have a different audience, arguably, than is already following you. Okay. So you can leverage their audience, right? So instead of, doing an organic post or reaching out manually or doing things organically, then you have that ability to have automatic association with you. Right? They're seeing your product in the hands of somebody that they follow and they trust, and you have automatic leverage, right? So you can leverage their audience, which builds up your profiles, right? And we've seen this happens so effectively, more powerfully than ads and, of course, other organic methods that you may currently be using. And so that's the primary reason, number one, that we're leveraging off of their audience. We don't have to, pay thousands of dollars for ads, for example, to go and do that. And it's coming from somebody else, which is a source of truth and a source of trust, right? So number one. Number two is that social proof, okay? It's somebody that they trust, their audience, using your product. It's not coming from you, okay? Stats tell us that people are 10 times more likely to make a decision or purchase a product based on somebody's recommendation that they trust versus the brand actually promoting it themselves. So social proofing is one of the most important things you can do in your business. People like to be like other people. They want to see people using their product, using your product, and having a great experience with your product, because that gives them the tipping point of, yes, I will purchase, right? So we go into it with our clients where, reviews, user-generated content, influencer content is so important to the fundamental strategy of how you promote your business. And so by using influencers, you're able to not only have that exposure to the social proof, but then you can obviously use their content time and time again. Use it on your socials, use it in your paid ads, and it creates this, as I say, inclusive experience that people want to be a part of. The difference between seeing a restaurant, for example, with no reviews versus 1,000 reviews is absolutely astronomical, right? And same with a product that you're thinking about purchasing. It almost, it's not like you read the reviews per se, but you see 1,000 reviews and you're like, perfect. There's nothing wrong with this product. Let's give it a go, versus one that you're very skeptical about because it doesn't have much social proof around it, right? So that's the second thing. The third thing is that content, right? Being able to reuse it. Okay. So we make sure that we get access to and have arrangements with our influencers where we can use their content organically and in paid capacity as well. All right. We are seeing a huge trend right now towards stories and reels and TikTok style videos where, people are either talking about the product, reviewing the product, demonstrating the product, putting that into Facebook ads and Instagram ads. And that is what is being pushed by the Facebook and Instagram algorithm from a user experience perspective. So it's getting massive amounts of impressions and reach and having huge effectiveness. That is the number one thing that is working in a paid capacity right now. And you'll see people, if you're exposed to ads on Facebook and Instagram, this is what people are promoting. They're saying, we're an agency, it's UGC plus, Facebook ads that's getting the best results. Like, that's how we'll 10x your results. And so there's a little insight, there's a little hack. Go ahead and do that. Use this content that you get back, this user-generated content, into ads in an organic capacity. And that will increase your performance massively, okay? So the first thing is audience, second thing, social proof, third thing is content. The fourth thing is that it is free, or at least cost-effective in comparison to the ROIs, all right? First and foremost, you have to understand that no marketing effort that you ever do guarantees results, okay? So when people have this perception that, influencers just want stuff for free and they won't get any results for me, that's completely incorrect. In fact, you can put $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000 into Facebook and that can give you nothing back. But what are you gonna do, right? That's part of the game. That's part of the strategy and everything that comes with a successful or unsuccessful business. All right. So use this exercise as a marketing expense in the form of product first. When we teach our clients this strategy of, influencer flywheel, we start with free methods, right? You're always going to have access to people who you can pay for. And that's more of a formal kind of arrangement, and you'd expect higher ROIs from that. But in the beginning, or when you start with this strategy legitimately, it's better to just use product in exchange for content and posting. Okay, so it's relatively free. Like, if we think about our cleanse packs, they were at retail for about $150, and we would give this to, the respective influencer. Our cost price is, probably $60 or $70. And so that is a cost. But think about that. We have to get one person to purchase from us again, from their impact, for us to get our money back. Now, that doesn't happen necessarily every time, but then we only need one in five to deliver exceptional results, right? And then we get that, okay? It becomes a ratio of how many people you need to seed your product to And then what percentage of those are actually successful? And does that counter everything else in an ROI perspective? And I can tell you from our results, from our clients' results, that yes, that is absolutely the case. If you win 1 in 5, that will almost 10x your results from the impact that they actually have. So you need to have this very methodical, almost analytical mindset of how you go about this. But for the most part, just to go back to my original point there, it is free. It is only, product placement. And as I say, you have to spend a hell of a lot more on any paid platform and a lot more time and energy on organic methods to get the same bang for buck. All right. So those are the 4 reasons why this is the most effective strategy that we do use and would use again if we had to start from scratch. Okay. So influencer marketing, audience, social proofing, content, relatively free. Right. So what I'd encourage you to do is go out and find these people. Find people in your audience, strike offers, strike deals, build relationships, and start to execute a proper strategy. Now, in case you didn't know, given the state of where we built our business to, from our kitchen bench to now multiple 6 figures, we do help e-com brands with this specific strategy. So if this is something you wanted to explore, or you're stuck in your business and need some solutions, go ahead, book a time using the link below, and let's have a chat to see if we can help you. As I say, specifically for this influencer flywheel strategy. So look, I hope that helps. I hope you got some value from this video. Feel free to ask any questions you may have, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.